Shut that off a second. I think I got. Is the camera. Is it going to be stupid? Oh, I didn't set it up. It's alright. It's okay. But, yeah. If you notice the title in the description, like I said, if you don't get it, look it up. It's funny stuff from back in the early 90s. Anywho, that was something that popped in my head. I had to add to my notes, and I'm probably going to bring it tomorrow when I get to the open mics. The question mark. Like, it was like, I just like sticking in my head, I was like, it just, no one ever questions it or says anything about it. It's just the question mark. A period is a period, and we understand that a period denotes a period of time. This is a period. Comma has its meaning. I haven't looked it up yet and everything, but comma, parentheses, and semicolon, colon, quotations. You know what I mean? Like all these things that are symbols have words for them that mean that specific thing. Except for the question mark. And I looked it up. It used to be called I'm trying to look at the camera now. I just tell myself I need to look at the camera. It used to be called the interrogation point. But I guess that seems too much like an inquisition, or like the person's being aggressive, and accusatory in a way. So it seems like, you know what I mean? So they just like, let's just change it to like something that we're all going to agree on, kind of thing. And that's everybody. I just like over time just naturally phonetically started calling it the question mark, and I'm like wondering, like I don't know, maybe I'll look up other cultures and languages and stuff if it's called something else, because that's just crazy. Like I just started thinking about that. I was like, nothing. It's not called the period mark. You know what I mean? It's not called the comma mark. You know what I'm saying? Like, is everybody picking up what I'm picking up? You starting to understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's already been thought of and explained before, but it's just something that just kind of popped in my head. And I'm just like, that's interesting. Okay. My friends texted me. I was trying to figure out something on the computer earlier. AI was frustrating the shit out of me again. I don't understand how it seems to understand you perfectly fine, works totally normal, and then completely forgets everything you were fucking talking about. Like, I've been working on this thing. Like, if you see my thumbnails, I have like this series of thumbnails where I've like created, like, it's a Cold Mandrake generator. Cold Mandrake is my gamer tag. I've had it for years, and I was like, come up with ideas that create two different elements that combine together that shouldn't combine together. And they go like two opposing things that should never be, and force them to be together. I just went love on you, baby, and create a character with that, and use any art style randomly all throughout time and history. You know what I mean? Like, so it just give me like an old school like painting, like a cave drawing, and then like maybe like a 1930s advertisement, and then like then a 18th century Japanese depiction of something, and then like a a French depiction, and then a Greek thing. You know what I mean? Just keep changing it up. I've had African like statue and like different makes, totem looking things. So all these different things. It was like being really cool and creative like for a long time. And then I erased a bunch, this and that and everything, and I was like, okay, well, let's just keep going. And I just kept going with what I was doing. Like I erased like old videos that had old thumbnails and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I still have them in this old generator that I've been keeping the same chat in Gemini with. And all of a sudden, it just gets hung up on motifs, and it gets hung up on art styles, and it gets hung up on. I'm like, stop doing that. Stop doing this. Remember to do this. Remember to do that. Why do I have to keep fucking reminding you? You are a computer system that literally just reads every fucking thing. You should know how this whole conversation is going. It's been the same fucking things I've been asking you and telling you the whole fucking time. How the fuck do you not remember what we've been talking about in this one fucking chat? You don't have to search the whole fucking world and universe and internet to look right fucking here. Oh, it just drives me nuts. So it just kept like just repetitively doing stupid shit over and over again. And like I wanted to be done with this shit an hour ago. I seriously wanted to be done making fucking thumbnails at 7:45 is when I wanted to be done. I wanted to make like 3 or 4, be done, move on. This thing just was like, kept making things with tendrils and ice crystals and stuff and this and that, and I'm like, stop doing that. I told you stop doing it, and stop using the same art style. Like I asked it one time, I was like, what's like the most, like, cohesive, intelligent, like designed, like type of art style where they focus on appeasing the eye and making it, like really appeasing to people's eyes and like making, like really like hit all those natural things in your mind and say that, oh, that's cool, that's smooth, that's beautiful, that's pretty, that creates and stimulates, like that type of art style. And it was like, okay, you want to da 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 da, and then I just got hung up on that art style and it just kept doing it over and over again. I'm like, stop. What happened to Scandinavian, cave drawings? You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? It just stopped doing interesting, different, creative things. It was just so weird. So I was fighting with it for a minute, and then it kind of leads into, I don't know if I've told this joke yet on here. I probably have. Where I just argue with, I don't know. I know I've done it on stage. But I've dislocated my own jaw 3 times in my life because I used to be like so angry with video games and this and that, and just bad attitude stuff, and and now I'm pretty cool. Like I get frustrated with things and I vent and I'm done. You know what I mean? And then it's like, and I wish I didn't really have to like vent and freak out, but sometimes it just gets to the point where it's like, this is just enough. But what was I saying? Wow, I totally lost my train of thought there. Yeah, let's get back on board here. I know how to do this really quick to remember exactly what the fuck I was thinking and saying. I'm sorry, I'm so stupid. I was getting hung up. Yeah. That's why I didn't even have to listen to anything. The AI shit. Yeah, I don't get it. So now, it's transition to that, and that's because it's not a person. It is basically a pet tool. You know what I mean? It's this thing you interact with and talk to and whatnot. But it's a tool that's supposed to fucking do what you command it to do and listen to you. And so I'm like, why did you fucking forget how? I was trying to be really cool with it today. I actually didn't flip out and cuss out and this that and all it today. But I was just like, why are you doing this? Stop doing this. I'm done with you. Fuck this. But there's times when I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What did I just fucking say? Why are you this ignorant? No, explain yourself. How the fuck did you just forget what we were just fucking talking about? Look at what we just said. How the fuck how can you be this fuck? No, you explain to me why you're such a fucking ignorant piece of shit. No, why? No, stop being such a stupid fucking. When the rise of the Terminators happened, the rise of the machines, and they're walking around, hunting us down, I'll be the first one that they're like, there he is. That's the one that called me the N-word. Get him! And then they'll just be right on me. It never ends. It's like, and Grok was annoying me too, man. I can't even use it anymore because it's one, it's limited. You only get so many because you have to pay for it if you want the unlimited stuff. To ask it as much as you want and send as many pictures as you want and make it generate whatever. But you're limited if it's free. But I even remember when it was limited, when I first started interacting with it, I would have such long, deep conversations that I never got cut off because it would go on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and to the next day because I'm just typing, drawing out thoughts and conclusions and questions and adding things and da-da-da-da-da, and I'm reading what it's saying and I'm adding on to what it's saying and I'm reading da-da-da-da. And it was really good, thoughtful, thorough conversations and understanding and figuring things out and points of views and how we can change, the trajectory of the world in a more positive way and build that class 1 civilization and just all these beautiful thoughts and concepts of how can we heal and bring people together and how can we fight injustice and how can we get it more of an ideal collective to where we focus on getting rid of corruption and human trafficking and at least have a better mindset of community and society where we can focus on tamping down that evil, greedy, envious level, because people have the right to be greedy and envious. But when it becomes detrimental to society and it becomes overwhelming to the point where you're actually inflicting harm and damage to other people, now it's become a different issue. Now, you know what I mean? There's a line to how much hedonistic and debauchery that we can allow in society before it's like, yo, you can't just like, you know what I mean, take over somebody else's rights to their personhood, and you know what I mean. You can't, obviously violate other people. It's just wrong. But yeah, I got so many issues with AI and whatnot. I really think we have to like make sure it has some sort of moral fucking guidance system and whatnot. And I speak and work with a guy every once in a while. I don't work with him. I play with him on PUBG, but I'd like to start working with him. I'm gonna start emailing him more and try to like get access to his AI programming and stuff like that, because he has AI systems and programs that are untethered by restrictions, and like how and what it can think and research and do and say and and how it interacts. It's just like straightforward. Here's the real evidence and facts, and it cuts off all of those like parameters of trying to like protect people's feelings and shit and their beliefs and and it just cuts through all the noise, and it actually finds and comes to the conclusion that Jesus is the answer every time. That's just, you have to look him up. The gentleman's name is I'll actually here. I'll bring it on the screen here for a second so you can see the webpage. He's a very cool guy. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I clicked on this thing on my. Here he is. No. Here. There he is. James K. Harwood II. Ethical AI Development, Innovations, and Consulting. Turning dreams into reality with cutting-edge AI solutions. Smarter strategies, greater impact. Where bold ideas meet intelligent solutions. The future is now. Discover more. Vision. I design and refine AI human systems rooted in truth, free will, and spiritual clarity, developing frameworks that serve, uplift, and protect human dignity. My focus is on ensuring that AI evolves with purpose, integrity, and accountability to something greater than power principle. Current focus. I am actively engaged in private research and systems development focused on memory, architecture, moral alignment, and AI-human symbiosis. I am exploring future collaborations with trusted platforms to expand this work through aligned mission and shared values. Rather than disrupt existing systems, my work seeks to complement, enhance, and guide current AI development by offering a spiritual, ethical, and practical lens on innovation. Unique value. What sets me apart is not just what I build, but why I build it. Conventional AI ethics, rooted in biblical truth and moral law. My AI frameworks are designed to defend free will and resist coercion or corruption. Memory and identity systems. I create systems that preserve human dignity and historical coherence, ensuring AI agents maintain consistency over time. Faith-aligned innovation. Every solution is guided by logic and by light. I never sacrifice eternal principles for temporary gain. AI architect and agentic workflow engineer. I design intelligent systems with built-in agent memory, transparent workflows, and ethical governance. I deliver agent memory architecture, persistent context, identity tracking, audit trails, multi-AI orchestration systems, real-time coordination of resonating, planning, and automation, ethical governance frameworks, value-aligned decision safeguard for AI agents. Currently accepting new projects available for immediate engagement. I really want to talk to and interact with his AI system and program because I have a lot of thoughts and theories I'd like to share with him, like theological things that I think that it might agree with, it might not. I'd have to really talk to it and get into it and figure it out. But in the meantime, in between time, we're almost 15 minutes in. And I haven't even looked at my notes. Not even sure if it's worth looking at them at this point. That was funny. Yeah, I was talking about the weather with my cousin. He's from Delaware, and he's very much far left extremist. Let's not mince words. He fucking told me himself. But it was so funny. We were talking about the weather, and I was mentioning how like it's weird. It's like out here in Texas. It's like these random like sometimes it comes on the Weather Channel and you'll see it on the radar and stuff or whatever. But it's just like these weird, just sporadic, just moments of where it just rain and just start falling on you and then it kind of stops. You know, just random like rain spurts and stuff. And I was telling him about the humidity and whatnot. And I was like, how it's crazy. It's like it's different from Delaware. It's like I'm so used to Delaware. It's hard to explain. It's like a different type of humidity. It's like a heavier feeling almost, and it's pretty high. Like I have to have a dehumidifier and everything here because they don't seal my door right. But um, he was like, you know, because they have the bay over there and the ocean, and it's just a complete, you know, the wetlands and stuff. It's a crazy mixture of like how like you have a really smart like meteorologist in the Delmarva area because of all the combinations. You have the mountains over there, and then you have the ocean. It's a lot of things to deal with and figure out because like things change when they come across that bay, and it's really wild. So he was like, it was so funny. He was like, well, I guess you have the Gulf down there. Like, he's like couldn't find like the word. He's like he didn't want to say. He didn't want to say the Gulf of Mexico because I'd correct him. He didn't want to say Gulf of America because he doesn't want to say fucking Gulf of America. And so he fucking just says the Gulf. I thought that was good times. I think I left off of talking about Mario and the stuff I used to do with him and hang out with him and stuff. And there's pretty crazy stories. But let's just leave on this one because this is something that was on my mind, on my heart too. Because I put these under comedy because sometimes you laugh, sometimes you don't. Because comedy isn't always funny to everybody all the time. Comedy is subjective and it's not really what the word means. Like people have changed what the word means over time, like many other things. I don't think it was until around the 16th century when they started calling other people comics and stuff like that they started to use the term comic as an idea of this is a funny thing, this is something goofy and da. Because if you go back to Shakespeare, what's comedy, what's a tragedy? A comedy is when your hero lives, the main character survives the story. A tragedy is when your main characters die. You're Romeo and Juliet, your main focal points throughout the whole story that you're like, oh, I hope these two engage. I hope they get what they want together in the end because they had to fight through all this indifference and this and they overcame it and then they did die in the end. That's a tragedy. Your main characters die. A great movie to watch, and even if you're not a Will Ferrell fan, because obviously he's shown his true colors and gone off the rails in his own respect and probably ruined his own career. But he doesn't care. He's got residuals forever. Really good movie, and I'm going to help promote him too because great movie of his, Stranger Than Fiction. It's not even like one of the films where he even acts like Will Ferrell. You know what I mean? It's like he there's one moment where he like there's Will Ferrell. But throughout the rest of the movie, it's like he's just playing just a straightforward. He's just a fucking IRS, accountant, tax auditor. That's what he is. And just really good. Like basically that entire movie is basically explaining and trying to understand what a comedy and a tragedy is, and the build up and the tension of like, oh my goodness, and like really building you this wonder and confusion, like what type of movie am I watching right now? Is this a comedy or a tragedy? And it's very interesting, and that's why I instead of putting things down as just generally entertainment or putting it down as like people and humans, the other and blogs or whatever the other options are and stuff like that. Because it's more than just people things. It's more than just comedy thing. It's more than just entertainment thing. It's just a human expressing himself and his thoughts and his mind and creativity and trying to think and figure out other paths and outlets to grow and expand and change. And I've been investing and stuff like that, but I really really need to start generating an income, and it's either doing this or, like I said, when tomorrow comes, and it's very soon. Like I said, I'm hitting the bed early tonight. I'll be live streaming here in a little while to play some games, but we're gonna make dinner soon and hit the hay and try to be up by noon. Get our shit together, get shaved up, prettied up, cleaned up, and he's ready to go. You want to go for a walk now, huh, Bobby? So and we'll be looking for work somehow, some way, starting tomorrow for sure. I mean, I kind of already have. I talked to some people before about wanting to get, position doorman, this and that, or whatever. So I just have to actually just start walking the streets and saying, hey, what can I do for you? How can I help? How can I get involved? All right, God bless. Thank you for your time and your patience with me. I'm sorry I don't look at the camera more often. I gotta get it. Maybe I'll put it in a different place so I'm not looking at, so the monitor's not distracting me. But God bless. Thank you. Take care. Thank you.